Welcome at Maths Form 4. Progression, Lesson 4, Question. The first three terms of an arithmetic progression, 2h minus 4, 5h minus 1, and 6h plus 4. So step 1 we collect. It says the first three terms, which means I'm going to label as T1, T2, and T3. And that T1 is 2h minus 4, 2h minus 4, T2, 5h minus 1, 5h minus 1, and our T3, 6h plus 4, plus 4. The question, part A, find the value of h. Step 2, we start from what they ask. They are asking h. We go to the AP that has h. They are asking h. Go to the AP that has that h. And this AP given in 3 consecutive terms. And we have learned from the notes, when you have 3 consecutive terms, therefore T3 minus T2, T3 minus T2 equals T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1. So all we have to do now, substitute. T3, our T3, 6h plus 4, 6h plus 4, put in brackets, minus our T2, 5h minus 1, 5h minus 1. Make sure you put the brackets again, T2, therefore again 5h minus 1 minus our T1 is 2h minus 4. 2h minus 4. Don't forget the brackets. Now all we have to do now is expand the left hand side and right hand side, which is 6h plus 4. Take the negative, multiply inside, minus 5h plus 1. Negative and negative become positive, equal 5h minus 1. Again the negative, multiply inside. You have minus 2h, negative, negative, positive, plus 4. Now we collect all the h. 6h minus 5h, that would give us h, and 4 plus 1 is 5. On the right hand side, again repeat, 5h minus 2h, that would give us 3h, and minus 1 plus 4, that would give us plus 3. So now we collect. I have 3h, I have h. Bring the left hand side to the right hand side, which is 3h minus h. So therefore this h finish. And I bring the plus 3 to the left hand side, which is 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. And 3h minus h is 2h, and the 2 multiply, transfer, divide, which is 2 over 2 equals to h. Our answer, h equals to 1. That is our answer. Second part. Find the sum of the next 20 terms after the third term. Watch, I'm going to write down what they ask B. They are asking sum of 20 terms after the third term. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to list out the 20 terms after the third term. So that would be, I will start with T1, T2, T3, start from here, T4, T5, until 20 terms. Now how to get the term? How to get this term? Very simple. All you have to do now, the third term, I plus 20. So if the third term I plus 20, I'm going to get the 23rd term. So this is the 23rd term. Okay? I took the third term plus the 20th term, I get the 23rd term. So all this I wrap it off. We are now, the question is asking, find the sum of all these terms. This is what the question is, the 20 terms. So over here, we have the 20 terms. And we need the sum of these 20 terms. So we start this. You watch carefully. So this sum is actually, you take the sum of all the terms from T1 to T23. You take the sum from the first term until the 23rd term. You have to find this sum. And the sum from the first until the 23rd term, that would be S23 minus the sum of the first three terms. So when I take the sum of all the terms, 23, minus the first three terms, I will get the sum of the next 20 terms. So the sum of the first three terms is, of course, S3. Since this is AP, if you remember AP, that for AP, Sn is n over 2 brackets 2a plus n minus 1d. So now we have to apply this formula for each of these, S23 and S3. I'm going to do it over here. So the sum that we are looking for was S23 minus S3. We apply the formula. That would be 23 over 2 brackets 2a plus 22d minus, I've done for S23, now for S3. That would be 3 over 2 brackets 2a plus 3 will become 2d. If you notice, 23 became 22d. So 3 became 2. So now, this sum, we simplify. The 2, this 2 and 22, we can simplify. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 22 divided by 2 is 11. I can repeat the same thing. 2 and 2 divide, I get 1. Again, 2 and 2 divide, I get 1. So finally, I have 23 brackets a plus 11d minus 3 brackets a plus d. Now we expand. We are going to expand both. That is 23 times a, that is 23a, and then 23 times 11, this one, 23 times 11, I do this Nemai for you, that is 23, that is another 23, I would get 2, 253. Of course, you can use calculator. Plus 253D. Let me rub this off. Same thing I'm going to repeat. 3 I times inside. I'm going to get minus 3A minus 3D. Now we collect the same terms. 23A minus 3A. I'm going to get 20A plus 253D. I'm going to minus 3D, which I'm going to get 250D. So our sum, we have finally come to our sum is this. Now this is telling us, before we find the sum, we need to find the A and the D. We need to find the A and the D. We go back to our given AP. We were given our AP, if you remember, the original one, AP, we were given, which was this, 2H minus 4, 5H minus 1, 6H plus 4. We have to copy all this back. 2H minus 4, 2H minus 4. This was our T1. And then we had our T2. Let me check back. What was our T2? 5H minus 1. This was 5H minus 1. And finally, the T3 was 6H plus 4. 6H plus 4. We have to go back to this purpose. We're going back to find the A and D. And we already know the value of H. The value of H we already got from the first part, which was 1. The value of H was 1. So I'm going to substitute the 1. 2, 1 minus 4. 5, 1 minus 1. 6, 1 plus 4. This would give me 2 minus 4, negative 2. 5 minus 1, that would give me 4. And 6 plus 4 will give me 10. So remember, these are the first 3 terms. So this was T1, same as A. And we know our D, we can take T2 minus T1. So our D would be T2. T2 is 4 minus, don't forget, T1 is negative 2. Negative 2. So I put in brackets. So finally I got my D. 4 minus negative 2, that will be plus. That is 4 plus 2. Therefore D is 6. So once we have our A, which is negative 2, and our D is 6, now we go back to our expression. This expression sum 20A plus 250D. Our sum was 20A plus 250D. We substitute the A and the D. Our A is here, negative 2. So that is 20, negative 2 plus 250. D is 6. And the D is 6. Okay, here I'll do this step by step, but you can use the calculator. You can use the calculator. So this would be 20 times negative 2. That will give us negative 40. This one, do the normal calculation. 6 times, that is 0. 6 times 0, 6 times 5, 30, 3, 6 times 2, 12, 1500. So now the sum 1500 minus 40, which will give us 1460. Our final answer. Any video more than 10 minutes will be done in 2 parts for the TikTok. Thank you. I see you on the next lesson.